Okay, we're back again, and as you might have known, on the 1956 Oval Beetle in the rear end, I went ahead and I upgraded to some 944 rear trailing arms with the matching 944 brakes on them. Those look good, they should work great, but now I'm going to have a braking bias to the rear because the rear brakes are just so much better than what's up front on the Beetle now. I've actually got Karmann gear brakes on there, which are good, they're really good for a Volkswagen, but they look silly by comparison, and I feel that I need to upgrade the front to match the 944 in the rear. So I got a set of 944 hubs for the front of the car, but the problem with these is the bearings are very different sizes than what you find on a Beetle, and they're just not going to match up. So how are we going to make this fit is a big question. So what I've got here is a little puzzle. Here's the 944 bearings and the washer that holds that all together. Below it are the Beetle bearings. Obviously, these are tremendously different in size. You can't put a Beetle bearing right into this hub because it's going to fall right through and out the back. So that's just not going to work for this. Even the big bearing is ridiculously almost the same size as the small bearing on the 944. This is a drop spindle for a Volkswagen on ball joint. I'm only using this just for the spindle mount to see what actually this is going to take to make it mount. But obviously the 944 bearings aren't going to fit on there. That one's also way too big. And the big bearing on here just falls right past the race and down inside the hub. So that's not going to do it either. I've read a lot of stuff on the internet about this, on how to handle this. Some of what I've read is that you can turn this on a lathe and take this race out of here, dig it a little bit deeper, and make an adapter and put in the race for this bearing, and then do the same thing on the opposite side. Turn it and put a race in and put the Beetle bearing back in. I've also seen people that have made a spacer that goes over the spindle here to take up that slack in between these the bearing and the spindle itself. I have also seen, and this is ridiculous, but I have seen people use the big bearing from the Beetle, and they make the adapter as we just described for the inside, but then on the outside they use the bushing that they make for this, and then they put the 944 bearing here. So they make a hybrid set. Now, I find that to be even more frustrating, because when you go to buy a set of bearings, you can't just buy a 944 set, or you can't just buy a Beetle set. You have to mix and match, and it's usually not the best on the wallet. So, what I'm going to try to do is come up with a way to turn this on my lathe to make a set of bearings work for this car, so that way I can get these hubs mounted on the Beetle, so that way I can install these big bastards along with that matching caliper. And once I've got this all together, I think I'll have a really, really nice stopping ability on that Volkswagen. Far more effective than anything that Volkswagen ever intended. So this car should stop very, very well. Just got to figure out the best way to do it. And if I can figure that out, I think we're going to be just fine. Oh, and for those of you that are watching, this is the starter motor to the Doodle Bastard. You can see the teeth on there all chewed off. Now, this is what we need to replace. Apparently these are measured by the number of teeth that are on it. The Chinese don't have a proper part number for these things, but that's a subject for another video. So thanks guys for watching. If you like this video, thumbs up. That encourages me to do more. If you don't like the video, thumbs down. And I might just laugh at you anyway. Otherwise, please subscribe. I've been enjoying a lot of new subscribers recently. A lot of new people have joined my channel, and I'm thanking you very much. I'm very happy to have the new crowd of people. You guys have been really good, asking me a lot of great questions and giving me a lot of great suggestions for my channel. So I really appreciate it, and thank you very much.